Today, I'm going to share with you four of the new developments around the Boise, Idaho area that I think are just going to explode in 2024. They're going to be extremely popular. You want to get your foot in now, so stay tuned in this video so that you are the first to know everything that you need to know. What's up, guys? I'm Chase Dolan, your Boise realtor, and I help people make the move into new construction homes just like this every single day. So if you have any questions at all, drop me an email down below. I would love to help. And then if, as you're watching this, you learn something, you enjoy it, you just like the vibe between us, hit that subscribe button down below. That is the best way that I can tell that you actually got something from this. And it also ensures that you will learn everything you need to know about the Boise, Idaho area. But in this video today, we're going to hop into the screen share here in a minute, but we're actually going to talk about four of the communities that I am most excited about here in our area. We're going to take a look at a few that are all over different parts of town. So we're going to have one in Eagle, one in Star, we're going to have one in Meridian, and then we're going to have one actually out in Nampa. We're going to be at various price ranges, starting in kind of the mid 500 to 600s, going all the way up into basically as high as you want with one of the communities, but 2-3 million. Very easy to do in one of them that we're going to talk about. I'm very excited to share these with you. So go ahead and stay tuned and let's hop right in and start looking at these fabulous communities. Okay, to get started, I want us to have a little bit of a bearings on the different locations that we're going to be talking about today. So there's going to be the four communities that I'm super excited about. And on purpose, I didn't want to choose just four communities in Meridian. I wanted to give you all a little bit of a taste of all the cool opportunities that we have up here. One of the big ones that we're going to talk about, I've talked about ad nauseum on my channel. This is going to be Pinnacle. So there's a full community tour popping up here. It's on my channel. Gorgeous community. It's going to be a big master planned one. We'll get into it a little bit more, but that's one in South Meridian that I'm excited about. We're going to head up here to North Eagle, and this is going to be Terra View, which is a one-of-a-kind development with homes that are completely unique. This is luxury at its finest right out here, but in a great location just outside of downtown Eagle. As we head over into Star, we're going to have River Park Estates by Boise Hunter Homes. This one is basically just getting rolling. So they haven't started much construction, but you can kind of get in, have a choice of a lot. It's a really cool opportunity to, again, same thing with Terra View, have some riverfront or waterfront kind of opportunities with some man-made lakes. It's going to be absolutely gorgeous. And then as we head out here in Nampa, we're going to have Osprey Estates. So Osprey Estates is a very, very cool opportunity. You all know I love my Eagle, Meridian, Boise. I like to be close to things. We like the river. That's just the way we like to live our lives. If I were to look though in a little bit more of the rural kind of out of town-ish areas, Osprey Estates is one that as I was doing the tour just a couple of weeks ago, it is so cool. And because of that, let's just start there. So starting with Osprey Estates, you're going to be out here in Nampa, but you're going to see that you have got basically, we're going to be right here off of Lewis and Southside. So right about here. You're going to be just a few minutes down the road from Lake Lowell, which is one of the biggest lakes that we have here inside of town. You're going to be just a few minutes away from Red Hawk Golf Course, which is basically kind of, if we zoom out a little bit, come on. So we've got Osprey right here. Obviously, Lake Lowell is right here. Red Hawk Golf Course is right there. So you're just going to be a few minutes away there. You're going to have a nice little green belt down here that you can go for a walk with. You're going to have Interstate 84 here. And I would say that you're probably just about 15-ish minutes from the interstate if you come through Nampa. If you shoot down some of these side streets, it can be even quicker. But the cool part about Osprey is because you still have access to all of these things. As you zoom in, though, you're going to see that we're on the edge of the development. So you're going to actually be able to drive through and actually have farmland. You're not going to be just stuck in traffic each and every day, which can be a real appeal for people when they're moving up here to Idaho. But this is going to be the overall development. When we hop over into their actual website, you're going to see there's a few things that Osprey really is trying to set itself apart for. The biggest one being, to be completely honest, the lot size. Every single lot in Osprey is going to be around that half an acre size. So if you've visited up here, if you've talked to me, if you've watched many videos, you're going to know in new subdivisions up here, a quarter of an acre to a third of an acre is typically going to be those big lots. Once we get above that, we're getting into the multi-million-dollar range. It's just developers, they're trying to throw as much into their development as they can. Osprey Estates, though, is trying not to do that. So they're trying to give a bigger kind of lot size community. They do this so that you can build ADUs, you can build shops, you can do kind of whatever you want to do. But that's what they're kind of looking for. So as we go in here to the gallery, I just wanted to show you. Again, you can see that you're kind of on the edge of the development here. So you're going to have some classic subdivisions over here, but a lot of this farmland and just undeveloped part of Nampa is going to be out there. The amenities in Osprey. So they aren't going to have community pools. They're not going to have anything like that, but they have a ton of walking paths, and then they have a lot of just big grass spaces. So again, their entire thing here was trying to bring in the nature component, the not living in the hustle and bustle. So they're going to have a couple of these massive kind of park set up green spaces. As we're coming down, you're going to see here a little bit that they've got some killer views of the Owyhees out kind of over everything. It's a really cool subdivision. It's one that I'm very, very excited about. But one of the main reasons why I am excited about it is when we're talking half an acre, we're talking about the builder team here, which is phenomenal. You're going to have Gingrich Homes, you're going to have JO Construction, B&B Custom Homes, Elevated Custom Homes, Integrity Homes. These are very high quality builders. These are Parade of Homes kind of style builders. But as of right now, because of where it's located and the product that they're trying to give you, you're going to find that these homes are going to be top of the line luxury homes on a half an acre lot just outside of town. And you're going to be under the 1 million range, which again, I know these aren't extremely budget friendly, but when we're looking at them, you know, if you've been searching up here at all, that this is something that you're probably going to spend for a half an acre in Meridian or Eagle. You're going to be around that 1.5 to sometimes higher range for a home like this very, very quickly. So there's a lot of really cool opportunities. There's going to be more kind of coming up. I loved this community. I think that it's going to be a one of a kind. And I really do think it's going to be one of those that people are really going to flock to for about the next 12 to 18 months. The next one that we're going to talk about, though, is we're going to head over to Eagle. So as we head out here, you're going to see that we kind of shoot out and we're heading up north to Eagle. So Terra View is going to be this subdivision right here. So it's basically going to be all of this here. This is Highway 16 that will eventually connect to actual Highway 84. So they're doing a big extension to kind of connect this with this. But you're going to have River Birch Golf Course right across the street. But the main draw here is that they are going to try and provide very, very one of a kind of lot opportunities. So as you can see, there's going to be a ton of man-made lakes in here. These lots are not going to be on the size of Osprey, but they're still going to be that third of an acre and above. They're not going to be super tight. The builder team out here, as of right now, Sherburne Mars is going to be the main builder that you would be working with. They build some of the best homes in the Treasure Valley. When you're looking at that upper echelon of home, I'm going to be honest, just to get it out of the way, this is probably going to be something that if you are not up towards that 2 million range, it's going to be a little bit tight. I haven't seen many of the prices come through yet, but just because of the location, the lot size, and the builder quality that's out there, these are going to be 1.5 and above pretty easily. They could probably get even higher if you're really looking for that top of the line. But as you can see here, they really are shooting for just that next level of community. They're going to have a ton of landscaping. They're going to have a community clubhouse, community pool. There's going to be playgrounds. You're going to have a ton of walking paths. They're really trying to make it a one of a kind living. If you're familiar with our area at all and you know anything about Legacy, the same developer team that did Legacy is the one that's behind this. And they're trying to really do Legacy, but take it up a notch. So Terra View is going to be an absolutely gorgeous community. And again, it's in one of the best locations that we have up here. So as we're kind of going, and then I wanted to show you when we go to their site, the actual builder, Sherburne Mars, you're going to see here, these are the types of homes that they build. So a 5-acre estate in Eagle, 2 million. In Legacy, they have one coming in just around that same range. They build up in the foothills of Boise. This is an absolutely awesome builder. So as you can see here, Mason 2 RV, it's going to be a 3,100 square foot home, third of an acre lot. They're going to be right around that 1.7. Everything with Sherburne Mars is pretty custom. So depending on when you start with it, you can kind of make it your own, which will up the price, of course. If you want something unique, you got to pay for it. But if you're going to be looking for that upper end and you're really getting into luxury, there's not many builders that I would recommend more than this one. Now, let's say that you are interested in the waterfront living. You like the idea of Terra View, but you're like, don't quite have that budget quite yet, or I don't want to wait for that super long custom build, whatever it is. I want to take you out here to River Park Estates. So River Park Estates is going to be located just outside of downtown Star. So we're going to be basically right there. You're going to see that just shooting up State Street, you're going to be into downtown Star. There's the Albertsons. There's all sorts of new restaurants, shopping, gas station, everything popping up here. Star is growing pretty quickly. I've had quite a few clients buy homes in Star River Ranch, which is right here. And this is going to be a similar feel where we're looking at basically trying to get waterfront living in an area that doesn't have waterfront. So you're going to see here, they're going to have the same man-made lake setup. The lots here are going to be a little bit smaller than what you're going to find in the Terra Views and Osprey Estates. So we're going to be down towards that kind of quarter of an acre size. The builder out here is Boise Hunter Homes. So they've done a few of the bigger communities here, Dry Creek Ranch, Sky Mesa. They're a really, really good builder that people do like to work with. They definitely build some of the larger homes. So depending on the floor plan that you're looking for, you're going to see most of them are going to be above that kind of 3,000 square foot. This is a very large single level. As I'm kind of clicking through here, you're going to see that at the beginning, I kind of talked about how River Park Estates, you're going to be a little ahead of the game. So they've done a lot of the horizontal development, which is your streets, your utilities, all the non-fun stuff. They've started some construction and getting that rolling, but basically the current estimated kind of first ones that are going to be available is September. So we're still a few months out, a lot of them in the winter, in the fall. There's a ton of home sites available. This is a very cool community that I think will offer something to a part of town that just isn't as available at all times. Pricing here is still kind of up in the air. As you can see, everything is still coming soon. What we typically see with these ones is as we get a little bit closer, especially when they're at the new part of the development, they'll release pricing as they get close enough to where a normal escrow could close. And that's kind of where they're going to start at. Based off of everything that I've seen when we're looking at a 3,000 square foot home out here, you're going to be in the million range most likely. If it's a little bit less, that would be an absolute win, but there's a chance that depending on the finishes that they put, it could continue to get up and up. But if this is one that you're interested in, as you can see, there are some spec homes already slated, but they have got a ton of lots kind of available for sale to where you can actually build on them and kind of make the home your own. But then if you're sitting here, and we've talked about Osprey Estates, which is going to be in that 800,000s and above, Terra View, which is going to be luxury living at its finest, and then River Park Estates also going to be kind of in that luxury price point, the 900,000 million pretty easily. Let's say that you're looking at that and you're like, Chase, that is just not the fit that we need. That's where I want to introduce you to Pinnacle. So Pinnacle is one, again, I've talked about it on the channel. Watch one of these videos up above, but this is going to be a massive, massive master plan community. They're basically making it to where you can't really see on here, but this is Amity and Columbia. So if we come back out, the scope of this community is large. So basically on that little graphic of the SoMe district, everything is basically all of this. That's what Pinnacle is going to be. So they're going to make it the SoMe district, South Meridian. They have an amphitheater coming in. They're going to have all sorts of retail. They're going to have a couple of new schools come. Discovery Park is right there. Pinnacle is going to be a really cool, one-of-a-kind master plan community, but it's going to be at a much more affordable price point. So it is a Brighton development, which you're going to see all over town. I live in a Brighton community and I love it out here. The builder team is going to be Brighton, Alturas, and then James Clyde. So they're going to have different levels of homes kind of there. So it's a little bit more tiered based off what you're looking for and what your price point is. Now, out in Pinnacle, you're going to find that there are going to be homes in that 600,000s kind of starting. Some of the smaller ones that are built by Brighton, you might be able to trick into kind of the low 600s, high 500s. But for the most part, that's where the price range is going to start. Right now, where we're at kind of in our community, that's around the median price point for new construction, just a little bit above. If you're looking for something that's a little bit lower or a little bit more budget friendly, maybe you're looking for that under the median price point one, we're going to have builders that do that. We're going to have Hubble, CBH. There's a lot of really good builders that people are very happy with. Brighton, Alturas, James Clyde are basically just the one step up. They're that move up builder. So they build a really, really good home. I could gush about them all day long, but um, they just build good quality homes, which is something that you're looking for when you're starting to make a move out to this part of town. And here, this is going to be kind of the little brochure that they give everybody for Pinnacle. So you can see here, they're going to have all sorts of different community centers, library, cafe. They're going to have walking paths, amphitheater. They're trying to make it a destination for, of course, the people that live there, but trying to really expand the footprint of Meridian right now. They're trying to bring more to this part of town. It is going to be something that I'm very excited about. It started last year. They already have a good chunk of that first phase done, but this is going to be a 10 to 15-year project. So the Pinnacle that you move into now, by the time it is done, people are going to look back and say, wow, you really got in on the ground floor. All right. And there you have it. Those are 4 of the communities that I am most excited about here in 2024 and beyond. I think that they are going to be super popular. We are going to see things fly off the shelves there. And I do think these are the types of communities that a year, 2 years, 3 years from now, you're going to look back and be like, oh, that was a cool opportunity that we may have passed up. If you have any questions at all about any of these developments, builders, or just making the move up here to Boise in general, drop me a call, text, email, whatever works best for you. All of that information is down below. I would absolutely love to help if there's a way that I can. Hopefully you were able to learn something that just moves your journey one step forward for your move up here to the Boise Idaho area. Until then, watch one of these videos that's popping up right now, and I'll see you all on the next one.